Yo, 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 yo. Salute to everybody that's in the house, man. I appreciate everybody for following in to the channel. Let's get this thing going. Yo, you guys know I'm not a reactionary guy. So as far as the breaking news guy, I'm just not that person. But I must comment on this. I just woke up really, so you guys may hear me with my little Barry White voice, you know. So my eyes are bloodshot red and all that, so you guys know how that go, right? When you just wake up, you got the little sleep in the corner of the eye. So it is what it is. Now, when we're talking about finding a quarterback, I do know that a lot of the fickle fans, not speaking to everybody that's in the box, always want to just get rid of the quarterback that you have. I went through this with Romo. Now I'm going through it with Dak. And it's just one of those things. You are to be proud of the quarterback that you got, you know. But neither here nor there as we talk about just candidly, as my guy Jerry Jones would say, you talking about a $94 million deal. That's a lot of pesos, man. Contract extensions. Let me just slide this out the way over here. I can see you guys that commenting in the box, but it's one of those things whereas naturally you have the response of, oh my God, the sky is falling for the Redskins, Deadskins, Foreskins, whatever you want to call them. It's really not, because they got now a quarterback who take cares of the ball, right? One can argue and say that, yeah, he's a Dak Prescott senior, you know. But outside of that, yeah, the trade may looks crazy. I'm not gonna get there and trash the Skins here, but it could be a better move for them. We do know Kirk Cousins like to deliver you a package. And that's what I hate about this whole trade. I like Kirk Cousins to deliver us a package, you know. He passed the interceptions right at the right time. This guy along, Alex Smith, he's not going to do that. He's not going to be the guy to turn over and give you the ball. So those are things that now I'm taking a look at. But at the same time, when you're talking about continuity, rapport, all those things, that's what he's going to bring to the Redskins. You know, he's going to have a consistent passing motion. He's not going to be a deep threat. I don't think they have a blazer. That's their problem last year when they got rid of Kirk Cousins' weapons, right? He took the deep ball away. We was like, okay, you know, there's nothing to fear for the Redskins, you know. So hopefully now that they continue to slide down this downward path, but it's one of those things. Whereas now you got to sit back and look at it from this aspect of it. They got a $94 million contract extension expected to sign. You know, whatever that, you know, that's a lot of pesos. It's a lot of cachet. What else we got? You know. Well, these are all the little fits, good fits, best fits for Kirk Cousins. This is so funny, man. It's one of those things where I'm gonna hold all reservations until I actually see this guy in the uniform. But hey, you know, they slid this in on us. But I want to be able to talk to you guys, see what you guys talking about in the box. Salute and shout out time to you guys that's out there who's been following the channel for a while. Let's see what we got there. We got AJ, what's up? Salute to you too as well. Mad Magic. The Chiefs will do something after Reed leaves. That's normally how it goes, right? Let's see what we got. This thing is super big. There we go. Kirk in Jags defense. Oh man, I mean, that could possibly happen. Who else we have? We have Ben Barr, everybody. Kirk and Jags, definitely. It'd probably be Robbie. Dumbass trade for the Redskins. Who's, you know, all in the morning time, they're gonna say who's the bigger winner, who's the biggest loser, you know, out of the trade. So we're gonna see when the end of the year comes, you know. Who else we have? We have J Mac, Kirk to the Giants. It's more the same. Kirk cousin is Eli's cousin, you know. They related, you know. They will give you a gift. Wiggle Bell, my brother. This is salute to you too as well. David Pence. Who else? We have Belly in the house. Shout out to you too as well. Toxic Jams number 2. What happened to Toxic Jam number 1? Kirk and Alex equals trash or is trash from Ben Barr. Are the Chiefs feeling the confident for the first round pick? Mayonas, I don't know. Alex Smith is a 34. Cousins is 29. I mean, the way this is from Roby. I think this is Roby 24. Kano. The thing is with quarterbacks, you know, defying gravity is something that wears you. You know, you can walk on air, right? I think quarterbacks got a blueprint, and the blueprint is not everybody can be Tom Brady. I understand that. Not everybody can be Brett Favre, but I'm seeing a lot of quarterbacks getting up to their 40. So, not saying that these guys are going to be able to play another 6 years or 7 or 8 or what have you. But it could be quite possible, you know. People are fiending for a quarterback. They would do just about anything to throw a new wrinkle in the system. So, and then they say he's 33. So, if he's 33, he still got 7 to 6 years left in his body. So, who knows, you know. I look at Alex Smith. I don't see a sloppy built guy. I think him and Aaron Rodgers are the same age anyhow. So we will see. There you go, Belly. I would rather for the Cowboys to play against Kirk Cousins versus the Smith guy. And Jay Farm, I'm going to say, Alex Smith is in excellent shape and in condition. So, hey, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. But the thing, you know what? And this is what I'm going to break down. Let me just go here. I'm going to see if I can pull it up on this website. I hate to go to their site. What is this? Let me see. I don't know. Something weird pop up. It's because I went to the wrong, because I didn't spell it right, but I did. This is the Patriots site. I know they got Tom Brady somewhere plastered throughout. If they don't, then there you go. Well, horrible picture. Let me just go to Tom Brady. Well, hate to show New England stuff on a page, but you guys know how it goes. The thing is with Tom Brady. Now I lost my train of thought. Tom Brady is one of those quarterbacks that's revolutionizing the game or changing or putting the game in another situation, right? What the hell I was going to say about Tom Brady? I just lost my train of thought going to their page. Bill Belichick blocked my mind with his cheating capacity. So we'll go back to the Chiefs. Whenever that train of thought come back, it's one of those things. All right, so the thing is, and I can't get my train of thought about what I was going to compare to, but the Chiefs agreed to. Yeah. Now I got my train of thought back. All right, I'm gonna go back to the Patriots. The thing is with the Patriots or the Cheatriots or Bill Belichick or any of those names that fit them, you know, to the T. The thing is with them, and You know what? I need to go to. Come on, computer, wake up. I think my computer need a little coffee. Wake up, computer. Wake up. All right, so we up. Number 12. There you go. Come on, I'm almost on dial up over here. All right, the thing is with Tommy Brady, number 12, quarterback, 6'4", 225 pounds, 40 age, 18-year pro, was drafted with New England Patriots, 6th round, right? The 99th, 199th overall of 2000. This kid been playing since 2000. There's people in this chat box is not the age. It's younger than the age he's been playing, however that goes. But neither here nor there. The Patriots or the Patriots, the reason why they always good, because this guy right here, this guy takes a pay cut. I'm gonna say it again. This guy takes a pay cut. I looked up one stat that he was like the 25th overall paid quarterback or something like that. And I'm sitting here like, if anybody don't get it in their mind, in order to be in the Super Bowl as consistent as he's been, you got to figure out a way. You got to figure out a way to not pay your quarterback like you going out of style. You got to figure out a way to finagle your quarterback's pay and funnel that money around to your defense. And if you look at the Patriots roster overall collectively, they always find a way to move and push their money towards their defense, not towards their offense. They rarely do moves. They don't have no diva receiver. Not talking about our team having a diva receiver, but there is a stat that's out there that the last time a mega receiver to win a Super Bowl was in the 90s. You can say Plexico Burress, but he was on the tail end of his career. And we all know that when the Steelers won the Super Bowl with, I guess it was a guy named was Holmes or something like that, he was really a quote unquote super slot type of guy who can play onto the outside. So he wasn't really Santonio Holmes or whatever his name is. He wasn't really like the game changer that you would say as far as a diva receiver. That's the thing. This is the secret sauce right here. You got to figure out a way to finagle your quarterback salary. If you don't do that, you will not win in the National Football League. There's a way that you have to win. It's about getting a cheap quarterback that's good. Henceforth, if you look at the Seattle Seahawks, right? They won a Super Bowl with Russell Wilson. The thing was, it was right place, right time. One can argue and say, if the Denver Broncos had all they defense together at that time, they would have won the Super Bowl, but they didn't. They had a sophomore or third-year quarterback, whatever year it was for Russell Wilson, but they had this phenomenal defense. The defense win championships. I'm just got to tell you guys. So you got to figure out a way to finagle your salary cap so that your defense, so all your money won't be drained out to your quarterback. And if I can tell you this right now, if we refuse to pay Tony Romo that big salary, that big contract that we gave him, and put defenses around Tony Romo then, and you put a number one defense around Tony Romo, and if Romo would have took less money, and I know it's hard for us to wrap this around our minds, if Romo had the Jaguars type of defense or the Eagles type of defense that's playing right now, or if Romo had any type of defense that we see out there of like what Tom Brady have out there, you know, we were seeing a push. We were seeing at least an NFC championship game out of Tony Romo. That's just the only, so you guys can relate to something that's close, something that's tangible of me speaking of Tony Romo. Now that you have Dak Prescott out there, you got him for cheap. You got another year and a half or another 2 years to go. And if he continues at this page right here, you do not want to have, and you do not want to open up the newspaper or click on the internet and see that Dak Prescott signed $95 million or $150 million contract for 5 years or what have you. You don't want to see that in the press clippings. That's what you don't want to see. The thing is, if you take a pay cut at the quarterback position, you'll be able to surround your team with defensive guys. But the reality of it is that we never know how the Tom Brady and the Patriots cook their books. We will just never know that. So I said all this to say this. The whole thing with, let me just go all the way back to the kid Alex Smith going to the Redskins. They paying too much money for him, so that's the thing. So if you pay that much money towards a quarterback, you're not gonna be able to put the best defense out there, and that's the thing. So as a Cowboys fan, I'm just so proud of the Redskins, because I know for sure they're not gonna be able to keep all the defensive guys. It's just going to be too much money going down the drain, and we're going to see the same evolving door around the Redskins locker room, around the organization, and that's just what it is. So as I wrap everything up, I just want to be able to reach out to you guys. Like I said, I rarely do breaking news. It's just that I had to wipe the crust out of my eyes and wake up and say, hey, I saw this going on, and I said, hey, I'm just going to reach out to you guys and give you guys my opinion, my thoughts about the Redskins, foreskins, whoever you want to call them, the dead skin, the Washington team, the team on the East. Just want to be able to talk to you guys about that. So let me see what else we have before I go. All right. Ethan Rose, for real, what are the Redskins doing? What are you going to sign a quarterback? Sign Cousin. Yeah, they should have signed the person that, I mean, writings on the sky. Is it Husky Chipmunk Smith get paid and RG3 gets a job? Your opinions is just lagging. Your opinions on Dak. Just the kid need time to develop. That's my opinion on Dak. We would, but to be realistically speaking, Dak Prescott needs to step through his throws. A pre-snap read is so important in the National Football League. A lot of people have reservations on his arm. Like I said, he is like a Alex Smith Sr., Alex Smith Jr. at this point, and Alex Smith is the Dak Prescott Sr. However, but Dak needs a system. One can argue and say that Peyton Manning didn't have the strongest arm in the world, but it's just one of those things, right? You have to put pieces around your quarterback, your young quarterback, and not trying to make excuses, because I'm not about that game, right? We know that Ezekiel Elliott must stay healthy. Ezekiel Elliott must stay out the streets, stay away from the ladies at this point, and get his head in the game. This is from Husky Chipmunk Law. Did you play college ball? No, I didn't play college ball. Only on the lower levels. I ran college track, so, but neither here nor there. Finance major, full scholarship in the collegiate, in that aspect of it. So that's my background there. J Farm, Bird Boo Boo, have 22 starters returning. Facts Ethan's just lagging. So just seeing you guys in there in the chat box. Eagles have 15 unrestricted free agents. That's from Justin. That's a lot. So if Foles is doing great, it's really Wentz. Is it really Wentz who's good? This is from AJ. I mean, defense. The Eagles defense is just phenomenal, And wait till Sidney Jones get back. Sidney Jones is going to be one hell of a guy for them next year. So that's this growing team. They got defenses around them. They went out and made the necessary moves. Like I said about free agency, you can't just sit on your, and expect things to happen. This league didn't change overnight. It was the mantra when the Patriots were winning in the early 2000s, right? In the mid 2000s, of signing their own, right? But it's just something that happened within the last 6 years that the teams that made moves during free agency won the Super Bowl. And case in point, the last few teams that win the Super Bowl, they all made moves during the free agency. They all went out and made plays during the free agency. And we can just go back. Think about the Broncos team. They went and made free agencies to put pieces around Peyton Manning. We know Peyton Manning by his own self took the team to the playoffs and through the Super Bowl and got blown out by the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks, Cliff Avery and all those boys, it was free agency picks, you know. I think Michael Bennett and all those guys, they wasn't homegrown. He was free agency pick for the Seattle Seahawks. And I could be wrong on a little bit of both of them. But the thing is, they had a young team for the Seattle Seahawks for when they won the Super Bowl. I think it was 2013, I think 2013 they won the Super Bowl. And 14, you know, who won the Super Bowl then. But to craft your team, you have to craft your team. You have to dibble and dab a little bit in the free agency. We saw that we saw the blueprint, how the Eagles got here to the Super Bowl. We see it a little bit even on the flip side. Stephen Gilmore for the Patriots, you know, and the other guy that they picked up. And I know it could be some via trade, but I'm thinking this more during free agency. So if you don't dibble and dab a little bit, you're not going to play far into the playoffs, because in the playoff, you need some dogs out there, to be honest. You can't have nobody when you hit them, knocking them down to the ground, you help them up. You got to have a dog, somebody who can just put their face in it and say, hey, you come across that middle, I'm gonna lay you out. So acquisition, I'm gonna speak on Earl Thomas. You know, if Earl Thomas if he really want to be a Cowboys, if he really want to play for the Cowboys, then he'll make that move of taking a pay cut. If not, we'll have to wait for him to get released from the Seattle Seahawks, and by him being a veteran, he don't go through waivers. He can pick out his own team, and hopefully he just pick out the Cowboys. But that would be in a perfect world. But if the Cowboys really want him, they'll look at it from the aspect and say, okay, we'll give you a 4th round pick, you know, and it can be possible. It's just that Jerry Jones cannot rush that type of temperament out there. He can't rush that type of thought track out there and say, okay, Earl Thomas is worth a 2nd round pick straight up, you know. He have to be able to finagle that thing a little bit. That's what the Patriots do. Think about this. Patriots went and got a middle linebacker from the Jets, or they picked him up off waivers. He's been a very crucial aspect to their team. And then they also went and got the other kid, number 92, Harrison, from the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a very there's those small things that we just can't see. Those small things make or breaks your team. And there's something important about it. If you don't win the battle in free agency, if you really thinking with the mindset, if you taking a free agency guy that you're really not moving the needle, you crazy. One can argue and say Chris Long been very crucial for the Eagles, right? Very crucial. LeGarrette Blount been very crucial for the Philadelphia Eagles. Those are players that played in the playoffs who understand how to prep and get everything ready. We don't have that on our team. We don't have a guy that's been through the battle, through the trenches, who have the Super Bowl experience, who can identify with the players that's on the team and say, right now you need to get focused. Right now this is a playoff caliber game. We need to get things going, even if it's week 7, even if it's week 8. We got to have our guys together. See, y'all guys got me crunk. I'm waking up now. The thing is, if you don't have that type of temperament on your team, you will still be in the same, I guess, vortex of just losing, being 8-8, 9-7. Okay, yeah, we had a 13-3 year, a 12-4 year. You'll be in that same spot. You got to have a player, a dog out there who can put fear of God into a player. You got to have a player that say, okay, you want to load up the box. You want to take over my number 1 receiver. That's okay. I got a guy that can take the top off the defense and take it home. You know, you got to have that type of temperament out there on the field. If you don't have that, then you'll forever be in the playoff, forever not be in the playoff looking out. You'll be forever at the house eating popcorn while the playoff is going on. You'll be forever telling everybody, wait till next year. Wait till next year. All we need now is getting this piece. And that's the thing. That's the situation. The thing is, you pay your quarterback cheap. You figure out what the quarterback want. If he needs a new house, if he needs an endorsement deal for our salary, you know, pay him under the table. I guarantee you that's what that's what they doing to Tom Brady. I guarantee you it's gonna be a report 10 to 15 years from now, and they're gonna say Tom Brady was being paid extra money because he's selling his own merchandise in the store, right? We're gonna hear that down the line, you know, but neither here nor there. That's the thing. That neither here nor there. We're gonna look at all this stuff down the line for another day. Tomorrow, I will be going live again at 9 o'clock. We're gonna be talking the Dallas Prospect Show with RJ Young. Go look up his YouTube page. We're gonna have a little twist. It's gonna be me, my guy Derek from the Dallas Prospect Show, and a guy named RJ Young. We're all going to be out here talking about Cowboys, talking about OU if you're a college guy, Baker Mayfield. We're going to talk about Mark Andrews, the tight end from there too as well. It's going to be more crafted towards college talk, and we're going to be able to give you guys a little sprinkle of my mix of my thoughts on this draft and things of that nature. My Cowboys family, my Cowboys friends out there, go and pray tonight that Jerry Jones don't mess up this draft. If you have Vita Vea out there with the 19th overall pick, grab him. If you have a Deron Payne, a big plug that's can play the 3 or the 1, and I haven't seen him even play the 0, go grab him. Don't try to get too cute in the draft. And if there is a possible way with Eric Thomas, or Earl Thomas, I meant to say, I'm thinking about Eric Berry, but Earl Thomas, if there's a way, if it's something in between a 3rd or a 4th round, don't sit on your hands. Just go ahead and give up the 3rd round pick to get him. I know he's 28 years old. That's still 3 to 4 years of excellent caliber play to play the guy. You know, just don't pay the man $15 million. Don't pay the man $12, $13 million a year. Just don't get crazy with it. That's all I have for today. I really thank everybody for tuning in, and remember, you guys are listening to absolutely nothing but the best. Salute. I'm out. Peace.